I'll never forget my first time. I was on an airplane on the way to Israel, and there was so much turbulence.
There was a lot of professional business people there. They even offered to mentor me.
I guess it was really good because that's what I'm known for now.
I'll never forget my first time. It was when I was a student, and now I do it professionally, and I even get paid for it. After my first week of college, my bubby called me and asked if I've done it yet. I told her to give me a couple days, and I'll let her know.
I'll never forget my first time. It was only with other freshmen, but now I'm really excited to do it with upperclassmen too.
Before I did it, Rotan had to give me a pep talk in the lobby.
I was wondering if it will be different in America than it is in Israel.
אני אף פעם לא אשכח את הפעם הראשונה שלי. I had to come all the way to America to do it. It has been מצוין so far. I think I'll keep doing it.
I'll never forget my first time. I was in college at the University of Pennsylvania, and I really liked it. So then I did it at Tulane, and now I do it at Hillel of Broward and Palm Beach.
My parents were really nagging me to try it. They thought I'd like it, and I have to admit they were definitely right.
There were 20,000 people there, but they all loved Israel, so it was okay.
I'll never forget my first time. Didn't really understand what all the fuss was about, so I Googled it.
It was on Shabbat, and Rabbi Rose held my hand through the whole thing.
It was around lunchtime, and I wasn't sure if I should eat first or not.
I'll never forget my first time. Eileen and Jill were together when they asked me to do it. I must have been pretty good at it since they made me the chair.
It was just one-on-one, and now I do it with lots of people.
It was on the breezeway at FAU. I was handing out flyers about it, and a lot of people were interested.
I'll never forget my first time. I was a student at FAU. Then I became a Hillel professional, so I could do it all the time. Now I'm on the board and still doing it a lot.
Made me really glad that my first time was with Hillel.
I'll never forget the first time that Hillel helped me get a program off the ground and started from scratch. I was originally approached by the board member Eric Donner. He approached me and asked if I'd be interested in starting the Hillel Career Accelerator program. The goal of this program was to help to develop Jewish students' attributes, give them skills with internships, mentorships, give them the fundamental opportunities that they need that will further help them grow their success in the real business world after they've graduated. We're now up to 4 programs a year. We had 50 students attend our last event. We're growing this gap between what these students need and how we can provide it to them. The Federation of South Palm Beach has teamed up with us to help grow our program and give the students what they need. I look forward to see where this program will go in the future.
Being a busy college student, it's hard to find time in your schedule to just stop and breathe for a minute. Lucky for me, when someone asks how my week is going, I can immediately say, I'm just waiting until Friday. For many, this signifies the weekend, but for me, it signifies Shabbat and a nice meal with my Hillel friends and family. That was until Rabbi Rose asked me to lead services for the first time. My heart sank into my stomach. As the vice president of Shabbat, this was a dream come true, but for my inner nervous self who hates public speaking, it was a nightmare. Despite my hands shaking the entire time, and my heart beating about 1,000 times per minute, I was able to successfully lead services. This would not have been possible without the help and support of Rabbi Rose. Knowing that she believed in me and having her reassurance is really what pushed me to go in front of my peers and lead services for the first time. Because of everything I've learned in Hillel, I know that Shabbat will be something I will celebrate long after I graduate.
I will never forget that I'm the first person in my family to attend college. Hillel has always been there for me, it's been my family, and because of that, Hillel's got me new opportunities, such as going on the APAC Policy Conference, the birthright trip to Israel, and now even leadership positions. I am the Vice President of Engagement on the new student board, and I am now involved in the Career Accelerator leadership team, Hillel's business mentoring program. With all of these great things, Hillel has become my family, my home, and my heart forever.
I'll never forget my first Hillel event. At Fresh Fest, a love for Hillel that I never thought would exist ignited. Growing up, I went through the motions. I went to Hebrew school, I became a bar mitzvah, and I went to high holiday services every year. There was never a true drive or a major connection inside me when it came to understanding Judaism and how it can bring people together. The memories and friends I made at Fresh Fest have been by my side every day since, and I now realize how important it is to have a Jewish community around me that has my back, and I'm so grateful to have had this opportunity.
I'll never forget my first time in Israel with Birthright. I loved exploring the vast, beautiful countrysides, the bustling cities, all while fostering new friendships. I went to Israel as a young Jewish adult trying to find a place where I could belong, and I found that place in Israel and within the thriving community of Hillel when I returned. The warm, welcoming energy of the Hillel staff, along with the new friendships I had created, made it easy to integrate into the Hillel community. I had gotten involved with a number of community events at Hillel, but the coolest thing was that when I decided to start my own organization on campus, I had the support of the Hillel community. Thank you, Hillel, for this and more.
I'll never forget going to my first Hillel event. Rotem and I planned to go together.
That's right. We knew each other from BBYO.
We got to Hillel for the ice cream social during move-in, but neither one of us could work up the nerve to go in.
We sat on a bench outside of Hillel for almost an hour, encouraging each other to walk in.
When we finally walked into Hillel, we felt very welcomed. I never knew how much Hillel was going to mean to me. In the beginning of my sophomore year, I suffered a great loss when my father passed away. The Hillel staff were the first people to reach out to me and make sure that I was okay. They came to my house for Shiva and were continuously always reaching out to me. Later that year, I went on a birthright trip, and when I came back, I became the freshman engagement intern. During my tenure, I was able to engage over 50 Jewish freshmen. When Hillel decided to transition to a student board, I knew I wanted to run for president. That way I would be able to help develop the future leaders of tomorrow, and that will be around for much longer after I graduate. I am so happy that I walked through the doors of Hillel as a freshman, and now I can walk out as a senior, so proud of my accomplishments.
I grew up in Israel where everyone around me were Jewish, and it was hard to get used to a different reality in America. In my public high school, people used to bully me for my English. But when I walked through those Hillel doors for the first time with Cal for the ice cream social, we both instantly knew that this is where we belonged. My passion for creating a Jewish community on campus has continued to grow. I inspire to educate, support, and inspire other students on campus about Jewish beliefs and traditions, Tikkun Olam, in our homeland Israel. I'm so glad I walked through those Hillel doors for the first time.
Here's to the hearts that you gon' break. Here's to the lives that you gon' change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. We gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.